Today I am serving up some Halloween costumes. I am so excited to bring these costumes to you. I know that some of you guys are really excited too, because I did a little poll and Halloween costumes were what people were looking most forward to this month. I'm gonna set this guy down. I had a really great time looking for Halloween costumes. The ones today came from Amazon and a website called FLYCURVY, and this cute little outfit came from there. And they've got some really fun Halloween costumes as well as some other clothes. So today I'll be trying on plus size costumes and I'll have a beautiful assistant. I have two to choose from, so it'll be really exciting. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about plus size costumes. Actually, I want to talk to you a little bit about Halloween costumes in general, especially for women. So when I was going and looking, I overwhelmingly, and I'm sure this is not a surprise to you, found that a lot of Halloween costumes are just like straight up sexy, over sexualization, whatever. That's really not what I'm going for. A few costumes that I'll try on this month are going to kind of lend that way, not because that's what I was going for, but because, I don't know, they just kind of do. But that was not my goal. I was looking and there's like sexy everything. It's like UPS man costume, sexy, construction worker costume, sexy. Like, look at the man version. Not at all the same. Any kind of animal you can think of, sexy, sexy. Mickey Mouse. We're taking Disney characters. Sexy, 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 sexy. So, y'all, that's not what I'm going for. I'm looking for like elegant and refined, but also at the same time, who am I kidding? We're talking about Halloween costumes. Like, these are basically outfits that are meant to be worn like one day a year. Sometimes they're practically disposable. That's not my goal at all. I'll let you know what I think about the quality, but we're gonna have to go somewhere between elegant and refined and sexy and find some kind of happy middle ground that's going to make this a super exciting adventure. So I was planning on going like least expensive to most expensive, but it's a school night and one of my assistants needs to get to bed. Hold on just a moment, and we're gonna start with costume number one. All right, I have my trusty assistants. And so, y'all, this is so cute. Hang on. All right, the king has retired. I do have to say that I am actually incredibly impressed with this costume, like to a point. Okay, so this is the Mad Hatter costume by FLYCURVY. This costume is actually a pretty good quality. I really like the hat. It doesn't have anything in it. If I was going out all night, I might put some like tissue paper in there just so that it keeps its form a little bit, because it could smash up, but it's honestly staying pretty nicely. I don't know if I would want to kind of tilt this guy a little bit. So there's one problem with it, and that is the length of this little underskirt. It is pretty dang short. So I ended up purchasing these little leggings from Amazon in order to make sure that the skirt's just not obscene, because, you know, nobody needs that. It comes with 4 pieces. I have the hat, the belt, the jacket, and then the little underdress. And let me show you. If I take this off, the underdress is just like a two-tone. It's got some little fake buttons. It just slips on over. It is just, I mean, a nice little stretchy guy. And then the jacket is just a cute kind of crushed velvet for a Halloween costume. I think it's super awesome quality, but I do want to get an expert opinion. Ross. All right, I brought in my lovely guest judge and my bow tie. It fell off whenever I was, you know, putting things on, and I found it on the floor over there. So this little guy is a little bit limp. If I was going to make this my actual Halloween costume, I'd probably add a little bit of wire to make it stand up. And also, I do want to add that sometimes whenever they take costumes and make them plus size, a lot of times they don't up the size of the accessories. So this guy is like a bit snug. So, I mean, it would work. I could probably make it through the night, but it'd be really nice if it just had like an extra ½ inch. So what I brought my beautiful guest judge here for was to rate my costume. And I've got 5 of them, so you're gonna be coming out a lot, just so you're aware. And I want you to rate my Mad Hatter costume.
Maybe a 6 out of 10.
A 6 out of 10? He's a harsh critic. I would totally have given this like an 8. I don't know, maybe that makes me, look, maybe the back, does that change anything? No, solid 6?
Yep.
All right, we got a 6. I think we need to look at the next one. next is one of my 2 most expensive ones, and this is from Amazon. It is a beautiful mermaid. In fact, she is a blushing beauty mermaid in plus size, and I'm a little bit concerned about this. I have not opened it yet. It looks like it's a little body contouring, and I'm concerned about what the top does, but according to the measurements, it wasn't my size, so we're gonna be hopeful, and I hope she's not too sexy on the sexy scale. We'll see. Okay, mermaid dress. Our second costume has a few issues. I like the idea of it. And look, my mermaid sister, Lulu. Yes, you are so beautiful. So the main issue is like everything going on up here. I have no idea how I would not wear this with like what's going on. Like, look. There is essentially no cover up going on at all. I don't know. It's got an underwire, but it does not behave like a bra. And the interesting thing is it also has like bra clasps in the back. It's like it's too loose. You're being a good mermaid. Lulu wants more attention. And then also there's like a little, that was just kind of like hot glued right here that came off, which y'all, I mean, I understand that costumes are kind of like a 1 to 2 or 3 night event, depending on how many activities you're going to, how popular you are. If you happen to be doing a trunk or treat, doing one like at the school and in your neighborhood and that kind of thing, maybe you can wear it like 4 times, who knows? But I don't know that it's meant to hold up a whole lot, but like literally beyond putting it in the package, I think that it should definitely make it that far. I just don't know about this whole situation. And then also, here's the other part, like walking is an adventure. It's like, dun, 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 dun. I understand. I used to always want a mermaid style dress when I got married. I don't think that I could handle it now. I'd be walking up the aisle and it would take like 10 solid minutes. Like, hey, how you doing, Uncle Fred? What's going on? Hey, Grandma. Yep, I'll be down there soon. I think that it's time to get my judge to weigh in on this one. Ross.
Can you get up? That's a good mermaid. Can the mermaid sit? I think this is bumping it up.
That's bumping it up?
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you think? You need to sit back?
I think as a couple's costume, it comes to at least an 11.
Oh, because you're the good couple.
I think for mobility, though, we're knocking it down to like a 7.
Okay. What if I told you that this costume costs $100?
Are the pearls real?
Right. Where are we now? And that this little guy fell off like as soon as I put this bad boy on.
Negative 3. There we go.
But Lulu, you are so cute.
Look at this though.
I think she's the winner in the mermaid costume.
Plenty of other fish in this.
Okay, next is my most cost-effective costume, and this is in the singles category. I do not have an assistant for my butterfly. When my daughter had her either 6 or 7-year-old birthday, she had it at the Houston Museum of Natural Science, and it was so neat. We got to go into like the Cockerel Butterfly Center. I made these cookies that had really beautiful bugs on them, like mounted insects. And I made all of the kids these scarves that I sewed some little elastic banding to go around their arms and around their fingers. And let me tell you, as they were walking to the butterfly center, they had them and they were fluttering, and it's just like one of my most beautiful childhood memories with her. So I saw this costume and I thought, you know what? Let me see what that looks like in the adult variety. We're gonna try it. All right, this one is actually kind of beautiful. Look at these wings. There was an option to get them double-sided, but not all of the prints. There was actually one that I kind of preferred a little bit more, but it didn't have double-sided, and I thought, you know what, this is the side I'm going to be seeing the most, and even though it's not like a legit butterfly, theirs look a little bit different on the inside than they do the outside, but you know what, butterflies also aren't like 5'10" human-sized ladies, so I decided to opt for the slightly more expensive double-sided swallowtail butterfly, and I think it is super fun. Okay, so one thing I didn't really think about is that I don't wear contacts, and so this little mask is doing some funky things, but because I've got it hanging out over my glasses, but that's okay, it's all right. And then Also, the little collar is a little bit snug, but it also is a like jewel type fabric, which is a little bit odd, but there were some really pretty little patterns, and I love the wings. This feels very nostalgic. It would be a super comfortable costume because you could wear whatever you want under it. I just got some like black and black going on, and I think it's fun. I think that it is time for us to get our host to weigh in on the butterfly. Ross, you're needed. The other thing while he's coming is that I almost wish that they were a little bit wider. Like I said, I'm 5'10", but I don't have like the full arm stretch. I can kind of make it happen. Hello. I am a beautiful butterfly.
Yes, you are.
Why, thank you. What do you think, sir?
Very cute.
Okay, so what would you rate this? It's a 3-piece costume. I got an antenna. I have this mask that's a little bit crazy with the glasses, and I have my butterfly wings.
Maybe a 5 out of 10?
5 out of 10, I'll take it. It is the most cost effective, which I think is good for us to know. A 5 out of 10, I suppose it isn't bad. I just want you to know that for the most part, you should just add like 2 points, and that would be my score to all of his scores. He's a little bit of a pessimist. I am an eternal optimist, and I think that we're a sweet 7 out of 10, but I appreciate your opinion. Next up, we have a Drindle or a little Oktoberfest costume. I ended up going a little bit more pricey on this. There were several different variations, but I just thought that this one looked super nice. I opened this earlier, and it's supposed to have a little tie dealy, and mine did not come with it, but we're gonna try it on and see how it goes anyway. And then Lulu has her own little version, which is gonna be super exciting. Lulu and I are in matching-ish Drindles. So we decided to go like full out Germany Oktoberfest, and I went a little bit more expensive. There were several that were very similar in like the crazy polyester that she had, but I wanted to go a little bit higher quality, and I will tell you that like there are positives and negatives. The material is way better, it's made a lot nicer, but it is tight. Like these at least have some kind of give to them, and this dress doesn't. Now, I mean, it's supposed to be tight here, but my arms are super tight, but I think that it's beautiful. And we're going to Germany in November, and I'm so excited. Whenever I saw this costume, I was like, that's a must-have. We're gonna have to try that bad boy on. So this comes with 3 pieces. There's a little top. Come here, Lulu, you need help? So it comes with 3 pieces. It has the undershirt, the dress, and the little apron. And I think that it is beautiful. If it was just a smidge larger in the sleeves, I would absolutely say like, check, let's get some lederhosen for my husband, and we're having some couples Halloween. You know what? And speaking of him, I'm gonna pull him in here and have him judge this costume. Hey, Ross. Dad.
I think it's a lovely Oktoberfest.
Lily loves it.
Can you sit?
Good girl.
Free sit.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of our Drindles?
Actually, that's very cute. Like an 8.5?
8.5, okay. So the arms are a little snug, like a lot snug. And it's a little snug here, but it's so well made. It's also very expensive, but I can justify this over the mermaid, like for sure, because it actually covers like my bra. So an 8.5. I think I would actually not give it the bonus 2 points, but I think I'd give it half, which is like a solid 9. And Lulu gets a 10. She's done with that hat, like done. And my very last one of today's video is this medieval dress. It's green and gold. It totally gives me like Fiona from Shrek vibes. And I am really excited. We have a Renaissance Festival here, like the Texas Renaissance Festival that's super close to us. We are going in November, so this may end up doubling as a costume and this dress if it's not super pretty material. This one is kind of shockingly nice. I love the giant sleeves, like a beautiful crushed velvet all over, which velvet in itself is actually pretty expensive. Now, it does have some static electricity going as I just kind of rub it. So there is that, but I think that's kind of par for the course for Halloween costumes. It has 2 different sets of kind of the corseting, and so I think I could probably make it tighter, but I bought this in my normal size. It is surprisingly pleasant. I think that the true champion here is Lulu because she's been such a good girl. She's Shrek right now. Shrek was too far and she wants Shrek to be a toy, and that's okay. Really what I'm learning is that I could totally rock being a redhead, but I think that this one is lovely. It is incredibly comfortable. I think that we need to get our judge. Ross, last one. Shrek was a little bit too snug and she wanted to play with him. Lulu has been a champion and she did elevate the costume by being Shrek momentarily. All right, what are your thoughts?
10.
Really?
Somebody once told me.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. So this one's your favorite?
Definitely.
If you had to rank them, let's see. I mean, you gave me scores, so you thought this one was the best, followed by, I think you said the Drindle.
Yes, the Hatter.
The Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter was, I liked it so much. We had Mermaid and Butterfly. Butterfly before Mermaid?
Yes, I think Mermaid sadly went to pieces on us.
Okay, all right. I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you so much, my beautiful guest. And thank you to my little assistant. You did such a good job. Sadly, I think that Lulu did best as the mermaid, and Shrek didn't fit her properly, and she really wanted Shrek to be a toy, so that would not have worked. She and Shrek were incompatible. I really liked the Mad Hatter. If I was going to take one, that might be where I went, but this one is really awesome. So this one and the Mad Hatter are kind of tied, but I have more coming. So I'd love to know your thoughts. Please let me know. You guys, if you like this video, it totally helps me out if you like and you comment. And if you like fashion content, specifically plus size, because I can only show you what I can wear, then I'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.